Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 18 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. Remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now the throw, third down, not
It's the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Holding, offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. He's got room past the 30. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's Rodgers to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The numbers for Jones last week, 14 carries, 77 yards.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers rolling to his right. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. You always worry about the flat foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Here's Watson. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Dillon now on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Cousins gives, and now a fumble. The ball's out. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite end.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend of the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Oh, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Back to Dillon on 1st down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it with their kicker, too. the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, two cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. That's complete to Dobbs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Love now. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready?
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake, Love. And that will be incomplete.
and simple. That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Cook again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins out to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This defense should work balance when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. That one to the sideline and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They'll run with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Cook. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Get him right around 4 on the carry. Let's see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
They did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Joseph's got it, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packers offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They run again with Dillon. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Love going to give this one to Jones. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Dillon on the counter. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Love with a give to Dillon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll go. It's a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. it's Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. He'll fire deep for Rager. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They go bootleg. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
He's ready.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this was about as close to a shutout as you could get. I mean, barring a game where you only allowed a safety, but this was the next best thing. Just the field goal. That's all they gave up.
Yeah, and you know something, they're going to be disappointed.